Paige must be milking. No. These are cow panels. They are my favorite fence building fence. These are my favorite. I don't just use them for fences though, is the thing. I use them for all sorts of things. These are my favorite farm Legos. They're called cow panels, and they're welded, really rigid wire panels, and I use them for everything. Electric fencing does not work well for us here. We have very dry soil, and some parts it's stagnant and the water can't go down, and some parts we have gravel and the water goes down too fast. So if your question is, why would I put goats in with my trees? Won't they kill the trees? The answer is yes and no. Mature trees have a gnarled bark that's very thick, and the goats can't kill it. As long as they're just eating little leaves here and there, they won't kill a tree, but it's when they gird and remove all the bark around the main trunk of the tree that the tree dies. So what I have back here is a whole bunch of bushes and trees that have failed to thrive. And really what I need to do is just clear them out and start over. For one thing, none of them are edible. So this space is one of my less successful stories. I have 3 plants, poplars, blue spruce, and dogwoods that I planted because they were what I could find in the beginning. The research that I did showed that a lot of the hedge plants that are edible were disgusting and wouldn't be worth planting, and so I didn't focus as hard on trying them. The one tree that I really want to keep in here is the poplars, and that's because they grow really fast. I can use their branches to create wood mulch, and I can cut off their limbs and start poplars in other spots. They make fantastic windbreaks. What I'd rather have in here instead of dogwoods is something that's going to spread easier, something that is more of a beef food, and something that will feed my family too. So I'm going to let the goats in here, and they're just going to mow it down. And they will eat up to the point they can reach on the poplars, but they won't be able to gird the trunk, so the poplars will be fine. And it'll just make it a lot easier for me to come in and scythe and fertilize this spot because there won't be branches and leaves in the way anymore. So that is your gnarled trunk that the goats won't be able to get through. This is your smooth bark that the goats will be able to eat. And these are the dogwoods. They're all young growth, they're all tender plants, and so the goats will just eat them up. The sad thing here is that I really would have liked these blue spruce to have made it, but they're 8 years old at this point. They've really struggled in this spot, and the kindest thing I could do would be to kill these by way of the goats, and then plant new ones out here and let them start over with more soil amendments, more manure from the horse, more mulch, and just let them start over. It's kind of a losing battle at this point. Right here, come here, Mama. I don't milk over there. Come on. Is that you, Paige? Yep. Go around to the other side and close the gate so they can't get back out. So the goats can't go out on full pasture yet. They've been on hay with a little bit of fresh grass for the last 6 weeks. While I've been working on other projects, they've had plenty to eat. It hasn't been too hot for them, but now it's time to let them out. I let them out for 5 minutes at a time so that their digestive system can get used to fresh again, especially since we have clover and alfalfa and grass, and it's all very lush. Plus the trees that they're probably going to be eating on. So I'm going to let them out for a few minutes, and then this morning I need to go out and scythe some of the forage so that it's not so lush and so that it doesn't go to seed.
Gate's done. It still would have overflowed. It was so full. That's mostly grass.
Yep, that the horses just food.
Probably because he doesn't like flavor.
Well, I think he's just so... Okay guys, I gotta show you the coolest thing. I opened up my little make new plants bucket, and I thought this was mold. I don't know if you can see those little hair-like things. I thought that this one was growing mold, but the humidity is so high in this chamber, it's putting on roots along the branch. Can you see those? That's not mold. That's a root. But you don't want to stir it in a way that breaks them up. You just want to kind of move them a little bit.